The Bat Who Was Afraid of the Dark. Once upon a time, there was a bat named Barto who was afraid of the dark. He lived in a cave with all the other bats, but he was the only one who was afraid of the dark. Every night, when all the other bats would go out to fly and hunt, Barto would stay in the cave. He was too scared to go out into the dark. One night, Barto was so scared that he couldn't even sleep. He was lying in his bed, listening to the other bats flying around outside. He wished that he could be brave like them, but he was just too scared. Suddenly, Barto heard a noise outside the cave. He froze in fear. He thought it must be a monster. The noise got closer and closer. Barto was so scared that he wanted to cry. But then the noise stopped, and Barto saw a small owl standing in the entrance to the cave. The owl looked at Barto and said, "Hello, little bat, what's wrong?" Barto was surprised that the owl could talk. He had never seen a talking owl before. "I'm scared of the dark," said Barto. The owl smiled. "Don't be afraid of the dark," said the owl. "The dark is a beautiful time. It's when all the animals come out to play." "But I'm afraid of the monsters," said Barto. "There are no monsters in the dark," said the owl. "The monsters are just in your head." The owl flew over to Barto and sat down next to him. "Come on," said the owl. "I'll show you how much fun the dark can be." Barto was hesitant at first, but he eventually agreed to go with the owl. The owl led Barto out of the cave and into the dark forest. Barto was scared at first, but the owl held his hand and kept him safe. They flew through the forest for a long time. They saw all sorts of animals that Barto had never seen before. They saw deer grazing in the meadows, foxes hunting in the woods, and owls flying overhead. Barto realized that the owl was right. The dark was not a scary place. It was a beautiful place, full of life. Barto and the owl flew back to the cave. Barto was no longer afraid of the dark. He knew that the owl was right. The monsters were just in his head. Barto went to sleep that night, feeling happy and safe. He knew that he had a new friend in the owl, and he knew that he could always count on the owl to help him face his fears.